Hello and welcome to a new lesson of the course. On this course we're going to talk about motion tracking. And motion tracking is a really nice feature here on After Effects which allows us to, as the name says, track the motion of a certain object on a movie or on an animation. So for example, I want to track the motion of this snowboarder. Right now he moves like this, and what if I want an object to follow this same path that he follows? Let's create a new object. I'm going to create a very simple shape, a circle, and right now if we hit play, of course the circle doesn't move. But what if I want the circle to imitate the movement of this snowboarder? To do that, we're going to select our movie file. Here it is. We're going to Window, and we're going to open a new window called Tracker. You can see that we created a new panel. We have a new panel. Now the timeline can be a little narrow, but we have a new panel called Tracker. So with this movie selected, we're going to click on Track Motion. You can open this panel a little more so that we can see everything, and we're going to click on Track Motion. Now a new layer will open here on the composition panel. You can see that we are focusing on the specifically the movie layer. Now we now have an anchor point which is called the track point here on the middle of the screen, but I want this track point to be on a certain part of the snowboarder. It can be the head, for example, because I want the animation to follow the movement of this snowboarder. So I'm going to take this track point, grab it here, and I'm going to place it here on the head of the snowboarder. Alright, now with this selected, with this track point here, I'm going to hit the play button, which is actually the button called Analyze Forward. I'm going to hit play, and now you can see that the track point is actually moving along with the snowboarder. It's following all the movement that the head of the snowboarder, this point of this animation, is going through. So you just have to wait until everything is complete. You can see that it's not completely accurate, but it does a pretty cool job. It's following the snowboarder movement, which is the important thing. Alright, let's wait for it. Now when it finished, you can see all the path that we follow. You can see all these little track points. This is all the path that this part of the animation, this part of the movie, the snowboarder followed through the entire video. So that's what we are tracking. This is the motion tracking. So now we just have to click on apply, leave this on X and Y, click OK, and now you can see that our movie file has a lot of motion trackers. And now take your shape layer, and if you press the letter U, you can see that the position has a lot of keyframes, has an insane number of keyframes, and that's because it tracked the movement of the snowboarder. So now if we hit play, you can see you can see that the circle, it's imitating the snowboarder movement. can see how it goes up, and it's following all the movement from this snow border. So that's a pretty cool effect. If, for example, you don't like the position where this circle is, you don't have to do it all again. You just have to select all these keyframes here on position, and now move the circle, for example, to this part, and you can see that he will move the same way but on this part of the film. So that's it for motion tracking. You can see that it's a pretty cool effect. It can be used for many things. For example, it can be used for trying to lower or completely remove the camera shaking, or it can be used, for example, if we have some title with it, like text or anything, we can make the text follow the snow border, and it can look really awesome. So it's a really nice trick, and you can see that it's really easy just using the tracker here that After Effects give us. So that's it for this lesson. Let's go to the next one.